Yeah. Toro TimeMaster 1215765 V-belt replacement. That's right, that's your drive belt, people. That's that OEM. Not that old off-brand. Aftermarket is what I had on there. When I upgraded the pulley system, check that video out, I noticed that my drive belt just wasn't right. Now, I actually noticed it 2 weeks before when I was mowing. I was like, something don't sound right. You know, something off about this mower. So, there we go right there for $16.70 off of Amazon. I got the Toro genuine OEM. That's the off-brand there, y'all. Well, I don't even know how to say that. Nayara. Anyway, they got to get their stuff together. So y'all pay attention. It's $13.77, right? Okay, that's cool. Now check this out. This the part, a specific drive belt designed for the Toro TimeMaster X Mark 30-inch walk-behind lawnmower. This belt is a genuine OEM. That's the original equipment manufacturer. Part from Toro and X Mark. Measuring approximately, here we go, pay attention, 30.1 inches in length and a ½ inch in width. It is a high-quality, durable replacement part for the PTO, power takeoff system, of these specific mowers. Now, you see those dimensions there? There we go again. That's the part. What it's for, the drive belt. Look at those specs right there, dimensions. Look at that right there, the dimensions. Pay attention. Here you go. It's coming up. Soon to slide. Bam. Now that's the off-brand. Now look at that. 30.5. And the width is right, but the length is off. So it's a tad bit longer than that 30.1. And that was the problem I was having. I didn't know it at the time. But, you know, putting this video together made me figure that out. So let's get this guide belt spindle off right here. 3/8 socket. Use a wrench. Get on that other side under there. Unless you got a smaller socket set. Mine was too long. But get that off there. But yeah, you got to pay attention to these dimensions with this aftermarket stuff, especially when it comes to belts. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was in a hurry. Ordered the belt. Belt had 3.5 stars. That was a giveaway, but a lot of people was talking about they was busting on them, but they probably was busting because they getting worn out too fast because they not spec right. So we got to take this off, this spring here, because you're going to have to get that traction belt off that's attached to your transmission, to your drive system there. So pull that spring off, get you a spring pulling tool. That works easier than pliers, I found. Got a ½ inch wrench to loosen up this nut here, move this bracket back. Very simple install, easy. So now that you got that loose, you can move that transmission up and down, get your traction belt off. Now we got the old one off, the old drive belt. Got that out of there. That's the new one. There you go. We got to fish it through. Fish it through right there. There you go, right there. You just fish it through right there and put it on top of that pulley brake spindle. There you go. It's on the pulley brake spindle. Very simple, people. Easy. Probably take 10 minutes to do this. I'd rather do this than the synchronous belt, which is not that hard anymore since I've done it twice. You start learning things when you do it more than once, you know? Make sure you're on there correctly. Back on that pulley system. So we got it on there. Now let's get this traction belt on. Now that's an aftermarket traction belt, but that's actually holding up pretty good. So we'll see how long that lasts. I'm gonna go ahead and order me some OEM traction belt and another OEM drive belt. The original one wasn't bad. It just had a crack in it. It was about to go. So that's why I went ahead and replaced that one when I had to fix my own synchronous belt. The idler broke off. Pulley broke off. Tore the belt. Pull that spring back into place. Put your bracket back on, hold that transmission down securely, and you done. But yeah, pay attention to your product dimensions, man. I mean, you know, that don't matter on all the time, but sometimes, you know, when you're dealing with stuff that need to be right and exact, especially like the OEM, that belt was loose, man. And I noticed, I was like, the mower don't sound strong as it normally sounds. And that's why it wasn't spinning properly. But yeah, we got it back on. That's gas side down, by the way. Now we got it flipped back over. Go ahead and put that guide belt spindle plate back on there, on that pulley brake spindle. Got our drive belt on the OEM. That 121. What is it? 5765? I think I got it right, y'all. Be working on my memory sometime. You know, as you get older, your memory, man. Yeah, we just fastened it down. That's a 3/8, by the way. 3/8 head on this screw. Let's crank this thing on up. There we go. Yeah, you see that? Look at that. Oh, she's spinning right, people. She's spinning right, people. Look at that. Yeah. She ready to mow now. Look at them pulleys on there. Check out the pulley video. That's the upgraded pulleys. Yeah. Had to get that drive belt right. Get that OEM on there. So, I mean, you can get an aftermarket, but if you get an aftermarket off of Amazon, make sure you pay attention to your product dimensions. I should have read that. I should have, but I did. But I know now. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing about life. You learn from your mistakes. I should have got the exact specs of the OEM and paired it to that. And I would have caught that mistake. But you know, I was trying to get my mower back up and running by the weekend. They got it to me that day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I went for that little knockoff. Get that little knockoff out of here. But yeah, Toro TimeMaster 121. What's that? 5765 V-belt replacement, man. Thank y'all for joining. It's Space Time. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Catch you on some more projects, some more stuff. Got a podcast coming soon. Just enjoy the channel, man. As we grow, we're gonna grow together. Space Time. Peace.